A very good morning to all of you. Mr. Chandrajit Banerjee, Director General CII, Mr. Raju Memani, President CII, distinguished industry leaders, global investors, policymakers, members of CII, ladies and gentlemen. There are moments in the history when nations participate in change. And there are moments when nation defines it. I believe this is India's moment to define it. The world today is passing through simultaneous disruption, geopolitical fragmentation, technological upheaval, energy transition, supply chain realignment, and deep uncertainty about the future of growth itself. Yes, it is this uncertain world one country today inspires confidence at scale, and that is none other than our own India. India, not merely because it is a big market, not merely because of our demographics, but because the world increasingly sees India as a nation with stability, ambition, resilience, and the capacity to execute. Under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, India has fundamentally changed the global perception of itself over last decade. We are no longer seen as a country of potential. We are now seen as a country of possibility and increasingly a country of delivery. Friends, India at 100, Vikasit Bharat, has been initiated. Our Prime Minister has given us vision, but the execution has to be done in the states. States that can create growth, states that can build infrastructure, states that can attract global capital, states that can create jobs at scale, states that can compete globally. And of course, Maharashtra intends to lead this journey, not with incremental, but with transformational ambition. For decades, Maharashtra has been India's economic engine, but we are now preparing for something much bigger. We are preparing Maharashtra for the next era of global economy, an era where economic leadership will be decided by infrastructure, innovation, talent, energy, urbanization, technology, and institutional trust. The economies that combine all these strengths will lead the 21st century, and Maharashtra is constantly building this ecosystem. Today, Maharashtra is a USD $660 billion economy, contributing nearly 15% to the national GDP. Nearly 40% of India's cumulative FDI has come into Maharashtra. We account for over 1/5 of India's engineering exports. We are a data center and startup capital of India. Mumbai remains the financial, commercial, and entertainment capital of India. But we are not here to celebrate what Maharashtra was. We are here to define what Maharashtra will become. Our vision is clear: a $1 trillion economy by 2030, and among the world's most significant regional economies by 2047. At Davos this year, Maharashtra attracted investment interests worth 30 lakh crores, and people often ask me, what explains this confidence? My answer is simple. Investors today are not looking only for incentives. They are looking for certainty. They are looking for governments that can think long-term, decide quickly, and execute reliably. In a world of uncertainty, trust becomes economic capital, and Maharashtra has worked consciously to build this trust. But let me say this clearly, the future economy will be built on highways, ports, airports, digital networks, research labs, startup ecosystems, and universities. Infrastructure is no longer about concrete alone. Infrastructure is destiny, and that is why Maharashtra is investing at unprecedented scale. The Mumbai Trans-Harbour Link, the Samruddhi Mahamarg, Navi Mumbai International Airport, Vadhavan Port, metro networks, industrial corridors, digital infrastructure. These projects together are redesigning the economic geography of Maharashtra. And when geography changes, economies change. But infrastructure alone is not enough. The next phase of growth will belong to places that can lead the future economy. And the future economy will be driven by artificial intelligence, semiconductors, EVs, advanced manufacturing, clean energy, data centers, global capability centers, and deep tech innovations. Maharashtra is positioning itself at the center of this transformation. Today, Maharashtra hosts one of the India's largest GCC ecosystem. 24% of GCCs within the country are in the state of Maharashtra. We are emerging as one of the Asia's most important data infrastructure corridors. 60% of India's data center capacity is in Maharashtra. Our automotive ecosystem is now evolving into next generation mobility ecosystem. 20% of automobile output and leading EV manufacturing and utilization ecosystem. Our ambition is increasingly design in Maharashtra, innovate in Maharashtra, build global intellectual property from Maharashtra, because future economic leadership will belong to those who create technology. Friends, the global energy transition is also creating one of the greatest economic opportunities of our time. The industries of the future will increasingly choose destination based on access to reliable green energy, sustainable infrastructure, resilient supply chains, and climate-conscious ecosystems. Maharashtra understands this shift. That is why we are aggressively expanding renewable energy, EV ecosystems, green mobility, and sustainable industrial infrastructure. For us, sustainability is not a compliance exercise. It is a competitiveness strategy, but ultimately, economies are built by people, and the competition for talent will define the future. Young entrepreneurs and professionals today choose ecosystems, not just salaries. They choose cities where they can innovate, cities where they can move efficiently, cities where quality of life exists, cities where global ambition feels possible. That is why Maharashtra's urban transformation is central to our economic vision. Mumbai will continue to evolve as a global financial and innovation capital. Pune will strengthen its position as manufacturing, technology, and R&D powerhouse. Nagpur is emerging as India's logistics and geostrategic center. Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar and Nashik will be our new age manufacturing hubs. Gadchiroli will become India's largest green steel producer by 2032, and our Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities will become the next engines of industrial growth. Because concentrated growth is not sustainable. Balanced regional development not only is socially important, it is economically intelligent. Friends, one of the greatest strengths of Maharashtra has always been openness, its entrepreneurial spirit, its ability to absorb ideas, people, capital, and innovation from across India and the world. This openness remains our greatest strength even today. Maharashtra sees industry as a partner in nation building. Government alone cannot build a globally competitive economy. Industry alone cannot either. The future will belong to the societies where government, industry, academia, and innovators work together and with a shared purpose. And institutions like CII have a very important role in shaping that future. When India celebrates 100 years of independence in 2047, future generations should be able to say, this was the period when India transformed. This was the period when India emerged as a defining economic force in the world. And this was the period when states like Maharashtra helped power that transformation with confidence, courage, and execution. Maharashtra has chosen its role in this journey. We will not watch the future unfold. We will help shape it. Let me conclude by setting an expectation both for you as an industry and me as a representative of government and political establishment. One challenge that you will face in this journey of Bharat at 2047 will be to prepare yourself to do what is right and yet remain profitable. And the challenge for my fraternity will be to do what is right and yet to get elected. Thank you for having me here. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.